Good morning. So we are gearing up to go on another overnight. Last week we did the boulders. This week we've just got a couples overnight, but I've got a little bit of work I got to do before we can leave. So I need to adjust the ride height on our four-seaters. I noticed when I got them loaded full of gear, we were riding towards the low end of the spec, and so we need to restore some of that ride height back into these cars. So what do I mean by ride height? Basically, from the rear skid plate on this car to the ground should be 16 inches with our load. So with passengers and your gear, it needs to be that with my tire size. You'll need to calculate that on your own, but it's super important because if you don't put your load in here and you adjust this to the proper measurement, when you get your load in here, this is all gonna sag down. And what you're gonna do is you're gonna find your shock traveling down here in the roughest part of the valving of the shock. So your car's not gonna perform well, it's gonna have body roll. You know, it's just not what the manufacturer designed this to do. So we're gonna restore that ride height back in here. I'm gonna put about 600 pounds in the car. These cars luckily hold 880 pounds of cargo. So we're gonna be well under that spec, and we're gonna restore that ride height so that we get the ground clearance we're after and the ride quality we're after. And I think you guys, most people just kind of do this once and they think it's done, or they never touch it from the factory and they slowly lose that ride height and they start scraping and scrubbing and their car gets all out of whack and handling like crap. And to be honest with you, that's just regular maintenance, especially when you're running these stock springs, because these stock springs tend to sag over time. So something you guys need to be checking and keeping up on, and we're gonna do all of our cars today. I just did this blue four-seater here that I drove, and got it all dialed back in, and we're gonna finish the rest of these cars out so everybody's safe and ready to go. All right, you guys, take the roads less traveled. Have a good one.